Looks like the camera needs to come down just a little, right?
Yeah, you can move down a little bit. Just a smidge.
Also, there's instantly 1,000 people. Good?
Yeah.
They're like, what are you doing?
Make sure your pop chair all the way up.
Well, watch out, fucker.
Cats.
Sorry, come here.
Okay, I know Twitch is here somewhere. There it is.
Sorry, guys. First time going live on YouTube. So we're just setting up, because we usually go live on Twitch. So if anybody's watching, we're just setting them both up right now before we start the show.
I'm getting mixed up between my buttons. There we go.
So now we're live on both?
Yes, we are now live on both.
All right. Well, I'll let you finish setting up real quick, and I'll introduce us.
All right. Well, I am done setting up now.
All right. Well, welcome to Otaku Wars. I'm Mike Sensei.
Mark Wando, or you can call us Marcus and Mike.
For the first time, we're live on YouTube along with our traditional show on Twitch. So we were trying to figure out everything out at the beginning, and you guys just got to see it firsthand. So
just for a little bit. Well, it
looks like it's going. So feel free to jump in on either one and chat. You know, we answer questions live. We definitely feel free to sit back and not talk too. I mean, enjoy the show.
Feel free to chat along with us. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Pretty good, yeah.
I'm not doing okay. I'm doing okay.
So is the one all the way to the right, that's the YouTube chat.
Yep, this one is the YouTube chat. This one's the Twitch chat.
All right. Sick. So what's up, man?
Well, I mean, it looks like we got an article to talk about.
We do got articles to talk about. Let's chat a little bit. Especially for the YouTube people who don't really know us except for our shorts.
By the way, thank you for watching our shorts. We appreciate you.
We do appreciate you. So if you guys didn't know who the YouTubers, we go live. We do a podcast. That's what actually started this whole thing before we did the shorts was this podcast. And we both love otaku things. We love games. We love anime. We love nerdy collectibles. He likes Beyblades.
I collect those all the time.
So we're just getting together and we're talking about pretty much anything otaku. Sometimes we find interesting articles and we talk about them. Sometimes we just chat about what's going on in our life because, you know, sometimes jobs suck, right?
Well, except for us because, you know, we both got fired.
Yeah, which if you listen to our podcast, we had a bonus episode called Fired because I got fired. And then the next week we had another bonus episode because he got fired right after.
Yep. That's just how life is sometimes.
So what would you say is like the most otaku about you?
That's a solid question right there. Let's see. You know, I'm not really into games that much. Not as much as I used to be. I've gotten out of video games, I think, pretty much out of high school. Bought like a couple games like here and there. Other than that, don't really play them too much anymore. So it's definitely not games anymore.
Never would have thought games made you the most otaku anyways. And it's kind of weird because now today's tradition, I mean, otaku just means like you have a hobby, like a super hobby, essentially, that you super obsessed over.
Yeah, honestly.
But I don't think you ever super obsessed over
games. I don't think I really super obsess over anything.
But they still pique your interest. I mean,
I showed you
the High on Life one.
Yeah, that is a game. I would say mostly like anime and like Marvel stuff nowadays is what I'm really into.
I would say the Beyblades you collect make you pretty otaku. That seems like a super hobby for you.
Honestly, Beyblade is probably the thing I'm into the most nowadays. Just because like I think I was just always super into Beyblade. More like in terms of like TV show wise. When I was little, I never really bought the toys. I think I only bought like one toy back in the day. I had a lot of fun with it. And then I really started buying the toys when the Metal Saga came along. And then after that, Burst came along, which is the third generation of the series. And that's when I started like fully on trying to collect the stuff.
And you usually buy two of each Beyblade, don't you?
Yep, I buy one to play with and one to collect.
So how would it slip your mind that's what makes you most otaku? You know, in Japan, I think the number one otaku thing right now, besides trains, I think it is between trains and Gundams. People like to collect trains or like watch or take pictures of trains.
Really?
And then Gundams, which had been always a popular collectible.
Gundams, I feel like don't really surprise me. Trains is the one that surprises me.
The collectibles of Gundams interest me more than the show. I know that's an unpopular probably opinion, but
yeah, I didn't really get into Gundam, I think, until the Build Fighter series came out, and that's like the only series that I've actually watched.
Yeah, and I think what makes me most otaku, even though you didn't ask.
I mean, yeah, I figured you were gonna get to it. I figured you're gonna get to it.
Just messing with you. I think it's tough because I like anime just as much as I like gaming. I just go through phases where I'm either buying and playing a bunch of games or I'm watching a bunch of
You
anime.
have like a bunch of different collectibles too. But like the thing is, I know what you're most otaku about. And it's not an anime, it's not a game. It has to do with an anime, but it has to do with a character. Mostly on a character.
What's that?
I think you're mostly otaku for Majin Buu, my guy.
That is true. That is true.
You always quote Majin Buu. You got a Majin Buu collectible right there. Majin Buu's your all-time favorite character, and you freaking flipped out when I showed you who the dub voice actor was.
Okay, I'll take that. I need to up my game though. Start collecting more Majin Buu. Maybe get a tattoo of my whole body
Beyblade
that
must
makes me
have slipped. Beyblade might have slipped my mind, but Majin Buu definitely slipped yours.
I wonder if Majin Buu will be on the list of the article that we're reading.
Oh, there is Skinny Buu now.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on. Maybe it's Orange Piccolo.
So we do a normal podcast every Friday where we go live, but every once in a while when we have free time, we like to do a bonus episode, and usually the bonus episode is just around one theme where we just talk as much as we can about one theme, right? Like the first one we were doing Avengers and
yeah, I think
Beyblades.
it really just for our just chat section, it definitely depends on the day. I feel like just depends like what was going on that week, what happened to us personally, and then we get to our popcorn articles, and then that really depends on just like what articles interest us. Like, hey, we should like talk about this because this seems like probably be popular, or oh, hey, this sounds really interesting. We should talk about this.
Yeah, so essentially it's just more material. We're trying to get out there and do more. So today we're going to talk about the 15 most muscular anime characters. It's an article I came by, and we're just going to go through them and see if we agree with them or...
According to the article, these are ranked by muscle mass.
By muscle mass. Number 15 is Yami. How do you say his last name?
Sukahiro.
Is that how they actually pronounce it? Or
that's my guess.
Oh, best guess. We're going to go with it then. So Yami from Black Clover. Which, I'm not going to lie, when I first came up with this article, I looked at number 15. I didn't look at any other ones. And when I saw him in like last place, I'm wondering who everybody else is because Yami stands pretty tall. Like he's pretty beefed.
He is.
So let's see what they say. You want to take it away? What do they say about?
You take it away real quick. I got to go blow my nose. It's allergy season. I'll be back.
Captain of the Black Bulls and legendary magic knight Yami Sukahiro is a man gifted with outstanding magical abilities. As a user of dark magic, Yami is capable of defeating almost anyone in Black Clover. However, the magic knight is also blessed with a monstrous physique, which he uses to intimidate opponents. Constantly bursting out of his vest, Yami combines his magic with his muscular strength to overwhelm the enemy. Few in the Clover Kingdom compared to the captain. So, I just saw what number 14 is, and I won't say it until he comes back, but I don't imagine number 14 like standing side by side with Yami and being more muscular. But Yami is beefed. So, this is kind of weird just talking to myself, not going to lie. So I was reading it, and through it, it says that, Yami uses his physique to, like, intimidate people and stuff, and I was just telling them that I just saw who number 14 is, and I can't imagine Yami standing next to this person and being smaller. But number 14 is...
Vegeta. I feel like Yami is definitely beefier than Vegeta.
That's what I think.
I mean, Vegeta is definitely a beefcake. Don't get me wrong, but Yami is like he's definitely beef. I think Asta is beefier than Vegeta, man.
Yeah. All right, read it. See why they think that.
All right, short but stacked. Vegeta stands above almost anyone when it comes to brute strength in Dragon Ball. As a Saiyan, Vegeta possesses limitless power. I mean, it's not technically limitless, but okay. And works hard to go bigger time and time again. Pushed by his rival Goku, Saiyan Prince spends most of his time training, which results in an incredible physique. Abs, pecs, whatever the muscle, Vegeta has them in abundance. Combined with his Saiyan gifts, he can destroy planets and survive most attacks and punch back. Okay, so I'm not going to read the rest of this, even though it's just like one sentence left. But like, they said this is ranked by muscle mass.
Yeah.
This ranking is already wrong.
And that's what they're talking about. Like, are they talking about density? I thought they were talking about like who's more yoked, like who's bigger.
Yeah, that's what I was. But they're talking about how like basically Vegeta has more feats than Yami, and it's like that has nothing to do with like muscle mass.
That's what I would imagine.
The reason why
that's why I'm like, are they talking about density? Because I mean, yeah, if Vegeta goes and punches Yami's hand,
like as powerful as Vegeta is, he can't just punch a planet and it's destroyed. Like he would have to use an energy blast.
Yeah,
that's energy mass, not muscle mass.
All right, number 13. I actually don't know who this is, but you do.
Okay. So this guy, this is Jin. I think Jin Dejoma. He's from Food Wars. He was he was part of the Elite 10, first seat. So that means he was basically like the best of the best when he went to like the school that the main character does. Yeah. Like he was like the best cook out of all of them, out of all the students.
Dang.
And yeah, he is quite the beefcake. He's probably just as big as Yami, honestly.
So it would make sense then, right?
Yeah.
So far we think that Vegeta should be 15.
Yeah, because like Vegeta, he's beefy, but he's like more skinnier. I would say.
Don't get me wrong, he's strong, but I swear the article said like most muscular, right?
Yeah, they're ranking it by muscle mass.
That's what I thought.
All right, so Jin Dejoma is an alumnus of Totsuki Academy, a former first seat of the Elite 10, and the current general head chef of Totsuki Resort in Food Wars. Dejoma is a striking figure not only for his height and loud confidence, but also for his incredible physique. While most people would not assume a chef would be physically fit, Dejoma proves them wrong. Fans get a true sense of Dejoma's muscles when Soma Yukihira has a heart-to-heart with the man. The two bond over cooking and their love for innovation. Fans of the show know Dejoma to be kind-hearted and fair, who ensures he is fit and to lead one of the most prestigious kitchens in Japan.
All right. Number 12, which I'll explain more after I read it, but I think this guy should have been number 15 because this guy is also like ripped. But I feel
this guy's skinnier than Vegeta.
But I feel like Vegeta has more muscle. And then I feel like Yami is bigger. And then I don't know the guy from Food Wars. But Archer from Fate Stay Night. Archer is one of the 7 heroic spirits in Fate Stay Night. As Rin Tosoki's servant, he aids her quest in searching for the Holy Grail. However, his true identity and motives are hidden until the end of the show. Archer arrives with a crash as he falls through Rin's ceiling. As Rin approaches him, she finds him lounging and showing off his impressive abs, pretty much. Though she is saddened that she could not get the Saber Spirit, she is impressed by Archer's muscles. Fortunately for Rin, Archer lives up to his muscular stature as one of the strongest characters in the 5th Holy Grail. Once again, they're not asking who's the strongest. They're asking, like, who's the most beefed. I don't think he's beefed. He's like slim and slender. He's like toned.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see him in like a muscle building competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So this one's pretty fair. This is Kojiro Nanjo from Skate the Affinity, which if you don't know is a skateboarding anime. And this guy's beefy.
He looks beefy.
Dude, He's probably just as big as Yami, if not bigger.
He looks pretty yoked.
Yeah, he gets his protein in. Kodrio Joe Nanjo is one of the founding members of Skate the Infinity, his S skating group. Joe's outstanding skateboarding is only matched by his equally imposing form. Although he works in a restaurant by day, Joe's one true passion is skating. Joe is known in the skating community for his proficiency and an almost pristine winning record. Joe's style of skating heavily focuses on using his strength to his advantage. In this way, Joe can better control his movements and perform moves none of the other skaters can. Joe is a force to be reckoned with due to his incredible muscles.
Dang. Do you agree then?
I feel like number 11, I feel like he'd probably be like one down from Jin from Food Wars.
Dang, Jin is that big?
Oh, sorry, one up. So like if we're going, so I feel like if Yami was number 15, then the next one would be Joe, and then after that would be Jin.
So far we're in complete disagreement with this list. Right?
Well, I'm not counting Archer and Vegeta.
Fair. So you kicked them out of the list.
I completely kicked them out. I kind of want to completely kick out this article just because Archer and Vegeta, I feel like they're basing off of power, but not muscle.
Agreed. But number 10 I could agree with. All Might.
Yeah, All Might to beat. Well, hold on. This one might be controversial though, because All Might, his hero form is Beefcake, but the thing is, he wouldn't be that Beefcake without One for All, and he's actually super skinny. So should it be the One for All that's technically the Beefcake?
Oh, let's see. The former number 1 hero and the world's symbol of peace, All Might is a typical hero in every way, served with a strong sense of justice, overwhelming power, and the willingness to save everyone. All Might is idolized by all heroes. Considering this, it is no surprise that the hero is blessed with muscles that make even the most accomplished bodybuilders jealous. All Might's muscles are not just for show either. All Might's strength is unrivaled in My Hero Academia, meaning he can defeat seemingly unbeatable villains. All Might may be retiring, but his muscles remain a fixed part of his legacy. So, I actually think that this one is the most right out of all of them so far, considering that the fact of right here, it says, with muscles that make the most accomplished bodybuilders jealous. They finally are talking about the size of muscles. Although they then go to talk about his strength too, but what about number 9?
Number 9.
Oh, I've seen this one. Maybe I should talk about this.
You should talk about this one. That dude's beefy though.
Baki from Baki Hanma. So, I agree. This dude is rippling muscles. But then again, a lot of people in the show are rippling muscles. And although I agree with Baki being on this list, if he's going to be like a higher number, like towards 9 on the like bottom 10, you know, or upper 10, I should say. But there's a character on this show who's way bigger. I forget his name, but he's a black fighter who's in prison.
Okay.
But he runs even though he's a prisoner, he's so strong and can leave any time that they give him everything he wants. So he has like a suite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he gets all the food and stuff he wants.
Don't leave. Please serve your sentence.
But he's like 4 times bigger
oh my
than
gosh.
Baki.
Maybe he's down here on this list somewhere.
But see, Baki ends up beating them. But they're not asking who's stronger once again. They're asking who has more muscles. And this guy is 4 times the size of this guy, which you can see how ripped Baki is. I'll show you a picture of him later.
All right.
Baki Hanma is the protagonist and main character of Baki. He is one of the muscular characters of many muscular characters, each fighting to become the strongest warrior. The franchise is heavily focused on fighting, with numerous sinewy characters battling to decide who is the strongest. Following his father's ruthless training regimen, Baki perfects his body and performs unheralded feats of strength and destruction. Baki shows audiences what it takes to get muscles as ripped as his. Oh, I wonder if the other guy will end up being on the list. I'm gonna have to look him up later though.
Like I said, he might be. Okay, I just took a look. I just took a look at number 7, and that's also not right. But let's take a look at number 8, Alex Louis Armstrong.
Right. This dude is tall.
Yeah,
too.
this dude's tall. This dude's buff, and he's a kind soul. A powerful alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist, Alex Louis Armstrong possesses a massive amount of muscles. This is good news for him, as a man loves to lose his shirt at every opportunity. He is known as a strong arm alchemist. Armstrong is gifted with strength and speed that are bordering on superhuman, showing viewers that he is more than just glamour muscles. Combined with his combat alchemy, Armstrong is a useful ally in the fight against the homunculi. He is also one of the most emotional characters in the series, which is a nice contrast to his burly appearance. He also has a sister that's pretty scary.
So you agree with him being on the list then?
I feel like he should be on this list, yeah.
Number 7, I'm not even going to read the article because everybody knows who this is if you watch any sort of anime or even haven't watched anime. And that's Goku, which I'm in agreement with the disagreements that you're in. He should not be on this list or towards the bottom.
I just like
He's
how they
strong,
put him.
But he's not like big.
Here's the thing. They put him in a Super Saiyan God form, which makes you skinnier. Why did they choose that picture?
So yeah, we're just gonna skip that. Number 6, I'm also gonna be in a disagreement with, and that's Tengen Uzui from Demon Slayer. Which Demon Slayer, I would argue, is just as popular as Dragon Ball, so most people probably know who he is too.
Yeah. So you want to skip that one too?
Yeah,
Did you say you're in disagreements or with agreements?
Disagreements. I don't think he should be on this.
He would. I feel like he would definitely be like
he has a body, but he's not like super jacked. He's just like ninja built.
I don't know. I feel like he's super jacked for a ninja.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, though,
I'm just thinking about like ninjas from like Naruto, because no one in Naruto is like super jacked.
Fair point, then. Holy crap,
especially if like a point of a ninja is like trying to be discreet.
Well, most of them, what I'm saying is like have abs and stuff because they have to climb.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's I'm pretty sure he has big arms. I'm gonna look up like the whole entire picture real quick.
They do bring up a good point in it, though. His physique is like so dense that it has helped him to build up protection from certain attacks. So, to be fair, I don't think he should be on the list along with Goku and Vegeta or towards the bottom. But I do think he's a really cool character.
Yeah, look at those arms, man. You're telling me those are ninja arms?
Those are decent size. But I mean, look at the rest of his body.
Those are huge.
But look at the rest of his body.
The rest of his body is slender. Dude, he does not skip arm day.
We're talking about bodybuilders, bodybuilding bodies, man. He got some arms.
I feel like he would be higher than Vegeta.
Number 5, Eskenor uses the power of the sun. So Eskenor from the 7 Deadly Sins.
Yes.
Which I can agree that he's on there. That's a pretty jacked dude.
I can agree he's on there. I don't think he would be number 5.
I can agree with that.
He's definitely muscular. He's like a slender muscular though.
He's kind of like All Might.
I feel like All Might's a little bit more jacked.
No, I mean like he's kind of like All Might.
Oh, like in his power, yeah.
Number 4. I haven't watched this part of the show. I have seen a couple of seasons, but I from the pictures I've seen, like from the video games advertised and stuff, this guy doesn't look so like jacked like the other people on the list that we agree with. And that's Jotaro Kuji from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jotaro is the grandson of Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Living up to his grandfather's name, Jotaro is a troublemaker who fans first meet him when he's in jail. Despite being a teenager, Jotaro has a burly frame like the rest of his men in the family, which are not on this list, but for some reason he is. If he's just as big as them. Though he is initially a rebellious kid, Jotaro later works with his grandfather to stop Dio Brando. Jotaro may have his moods, but his Herculean muscles make him one of the strongest Joestars. Oh my gosh. I don't know this
I
guy.
don't watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I feel like this guy wouldn't be this high on the list.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Just from looking at this picture.
All right, so next, number 3, Muscular from My Hero Academia, which I haven't watched the most recent season or two.
Well,
so
this
I don't
is
know who
from
this guy is.
this is from season 3, I think.
What season are they on?
They're about to be on season 6. Season 6 is coming out soon.
I don't know this guy.
Really? That's surprising, seeing how Deku had an epic moment with him. The episode is literally called My Hero.
Well, let's not talk about whether I've seen it or not. How about, considering you know him, you tell him whether you agree.
All right, so I feel like this one's kind of controversial because it's like, do you count his actual body or do you count his power? Because that's him using his power right now. When he uses his power, yeah, he's a total beefcake. But like his normal form, he's probably just as big, like just as buff as Yami, but like probably like a little bit smaller.
How? What is his actual power? He just can make muscle, or he like steals it from people, or
basically, like I think he like grows his muscle or adds on to his muscle somehow. Something along those lines.
Huh. I mean, just from the picture, he looks freaking
huge. He's huge. Yeah, he's freaking big. Like he's definitely bigger than Yami with his power.
So I mean, considering they have the muscle on him, I'm guessing they're counting that. And just judging by the picture, this guy looks like he belongs where he is in the list so far.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if this guy is number 3, who the frick is number 1?
But if this article is right, be somebody who's like at least 3 times bigger than him.
Yeah. All right, let's check out number 2.
All right.
Super Alloy Dark Shine
from One Punch Man. Is that from season 2?
I honestly could not tell you
because I haven't seen season 2.
He probably is from season 2. I feel like he's from season 2.
One Punch Man is stacked with epic heroes and villains with physiques that border on inhuman. Yet even in such a world, one man stands above all. Super Alloy Darkshine is an S-class hero gifted with a muscular physique that is practically indestructible. Super Alloy Darkshine's body can easily withstand attacks from dragon-level threats, and his muscles act as a kind of armor. He is said to be the most physically gifted hero in the Hero Association, excluding Saitama. Super Alloy Darkshine has the muscle and the power to back up his hero ranking. So all I can really do is go by the picture, and in the picture you can only fit 2 of his pecs in one arm. So I do think he belongs on the list, but judging by the last picture, he would be at least a step below the last guy.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, so we get to number 1.
Number 1, Yujiro Hanma.
This dude is pretty big.
I feel like
still, he's bigger than Baki, who's on the list, and Baki is huge. Baki is probably the same size as, like a little smaller than Yama.
Okay.
He is probably a little bigger than Yama, but this guy, I'm telling you,
well, like 3 times bigger than
it's
number
probably
1.
the same size as that guy with the muscles, if not just a little.
Oh
bit
my
smaller.
gosh! So it sounds like this whole list is wrong.
But Yujiro is from Baki, and he's the father of Baki. Yujiro is widely accepted as the strongest creature on Earth, which is not a strongest article, as it said before. He possesses the strength to defeat the entire U.S. military. Some of his feats include preventing the tectonic activity of the earthquake by punching the ground, knocking out an elephant with one touch, and stopping the United States from winning the Vietnam War. Which, if you're going by power, there's a lot of other people on the list who can do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yujiro's inhuman strength partly comes from his muscles possessing an indestructible body. They repel almost all physical attacks, including missiles. Baki may be strong, but he would be hard-pressed to surpass Yujiro's power. So, yeah, I don't think he should be number 1. And also, this article for you guys was found on CBR.com, and I gotta say, overall, I give the article a thumbs down. I think this article sucks.
I feel like
or they need to change their title because it says 15 most muscular anime characters ranked by muscle mass, not strength.
Muscle mass. It's pure muscle mass.
So it should be who's the most yoked.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yes.
So yeah, article sucks. But I mean, before we end our bonus episode, let's make a list of maybe our personal top 3 most muscular people.
Our top 3 most muscular people. Okay.
So start with your number 3. Who do you think your number 3 would be?
Okay. I'm true. Gosh, I'm trying to think who I've seen. Like, who is the biggest? I feel like there's so many characters to go through.
Anybody you can think of?
Well, the first one that I feel like number 1 for me would be muscular for sure. Adding his muscle form, adding his power. Dude is
Biscuit. That's his name. Sorry, I'll show you a picture of him. But yeah, so number 3 for you is muscle.
no. That would definitely be my number 1.
That's your number 1.
Yeah,
Who's
including his muscle form. My number 3 for most jacked. It's so hard to compare when everyone is jacked in Dragon Ball.
That is true.
Oh gosh. I don't know. Would you just say Goku and Vegeta are like the same kind of jacked?
Yeah, I'd say Goku's a little taller, but I'd say they both have just as much muscle
Yeah.
as each other.
I was Gohan's probably like a little bit more skinnier. Honestly.
I'd say that my number 3 out of everybody that I can remember being jacked. There's an anime that I can't remember, and I can't remember his name, where a guy kept on getting more and more muscular, and it was I can't remember what it is. But anyways, from the people that I remember, coming in at number 3 for me is from Baki, and I'm gonna go with Biscuit Olivia. And here's the picture.
Oh snap! Why wasn't he number 1?
So Baki probably comes in at the same height, maybe a little shorter than Yanma, but this guy is probably a foot or 2 taller.
Holy crap,
all that
man!
muscle. Look, he has no neck.
He has no neck. He barely has a frame.
He beats everybody mostly on that
Look at
list,
him.
right?
Yes.
So yeah, that guy is jacked, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's your number 2 then? Oh yeah, here's another picture where he gains even more muscle.
Oh my gosh. Number 2, I think I'm gonna put down is Orange Piccolo.
Oh, Orange Piccolo! I didn't think about him. Orange
Orange Piccolo is jacked. Piccolo is probably one of the skinniest characters in Dragon Ball. He just becomes super jacked when he becomes Orange Piccolo. And then for number 3, I think I'm going to choose Asta for number 3.
All right, so your list is Asta number 3. This
Asta,
is most muscular people by muscle mass. You're going to say Asta
from Black Clover, Orange Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and Muscular from My Hero.
All right. My number 3 is Biscuit. I just showed you him. He's a pretty big dude.
He's your number 3?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Number 2, I'm going to have to go with that muscular guy just by the image that he looks like he could possibly be bigger than Biscuit.
Okay.
So they might be flip-flop depending if I could see them actually stand next together. So it's already a slim margin of error in my muscular list because they're pretty big people, right?
All right. Well, who's number 1?
You ready for this?
Yeah. This is someone I know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? All right.
And I can't believe you haven't thought of this person. This person is the biggest person, I think, in anime history. Just the most muscular, beefiest person ever.
Okay.
You ready for this?
It's not Cellmax, is it?
You ready for this? Majin Buu.
Majin Buu?
Thank you, guys. It's been very otaku. Stay otaku.
You just put a Majin Buu because you like Majin Buu.
Mark Mondo, this has been our bonus episode.
Majin Buu is fat, and even if you go by the other forms,
Bye.
he's skinny. You suck. You freaking look what you did to the table.